What's up, guys? Tonight I'm going to be reviewing set 76248, the Avengers Quinjet, with 795 pieces and 5 minifigures. This is part of the LEGO Infinity Saga wave, which has the LEGO and Marvel logo, and in the Infinity Saga, logo type thing off to the side with Iron Man and the, Iron Gauntlet or whatever. And then you can see the minifigures down here, which do look very nice. And then you have the big Quinjet up here, and it's just kind of like a battle between the Avengers and Loki. And then up on the top, you can see the actual size for the Iron Man minifigure. And then if you flip onto the back, you can see the Quinjet on its stand, and then the Avengers arresting Loki. But then over here, you also have a little picture, so that way you can have Iron Man off to the side, flying alongside the ship. And then you can have Captain America jumping out of the ship, which is seen in the movie. And then up here, you can see the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. logo stickers, which are replaceable, so that way you can have it either be an Avengers Quinjet or the S.H.I.E.L.D. Quinjet from, I believe, the Captain America movie. I don't know, I forget which one it is. But then you also have the Avengers logo down here. The first minifigure in the set is this new Iron Man minifigure, which looks really nice. He's got some really nice printing on him with that gold and red. On the front, you can see his little arc reactor, and in the printing of the Iron Man suit kind of wrapping around him. And then the nice little gold printing on the legs with the little feet printing this down beneath. He has these two little things which do work as playable things. You can kind of make them shoot off, and they're mainly just supposed to represent him flying, which is a nice little feature of the set. Onto the back, though, of the minifigure, you can see the back printing, which is just some nice extra printing on him. It gives him some more of that printing that he needs for the Iron Man suit feel. And then if you want to flip the helmet around and back up to the front, you can lift the helmet up, see his face for underneath, and then he has a second face print if you take the helmet off and flip him around onto the back. He does have a hairpiece in the set, which does look like this when you have the hairpiece on, and that is about all with the minifigure. Up next in the set is the Captain America minifigure with his notorious Captain America shield with the red and white on it and the blue star in the middle. Then he has the little wings on the side of his helmet and the A on the front of it. And then the front of his torso, which is that American flag type print with the star and then the red and white stripes. His legs don't have printing, unfortunately, which is about the only downside to this minifigure. And then on the back, you can see that little bit of back printing. The minifigure does have two face prints, one right here. And then he has a second on the front, which is more of an angry face. It would be nice if they gave a hairpiece in the set for him, but unfortunately they did not. The next minifigure in the set is Black Widow, which is decked out with printing except for on the legs. She has really amazing arm printing with that S.H.I.E.L.D. logo and then some little gadgets on her wrist. And then on the other side is the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo with some more gadgets on her wrist. Then she has that really nice torso printing with the belt and the Black Widow logo on the belt logo. And just an amazing jacket type torso printing on the back. You can see some more of the printing, which is just kind of carry on and stuff. And then she has her two little electricity batons. I don't really know what they're called, but she does have a pretty nice face print, and in that orange hairpiece, which if you flip onto the back, you can see the second face print, which is an angry, more aggressive type print. Then we also get Thor in the set, which he has his Mjolnir hammer and then a bolt of electricity, so that way he can summon electricity and stuff. He has some nice torso printing with the 6 little circles and then the middle printing and stuff. Then onto the back, if you flip up the cape, you can see that little bit of back printing and the carry-on for the belt. He has this nice little cape which goes on and is the little red cape that he always has had in those first few movies. He has the same face print as the one as in the hammer set. I forget what the set's called. And then he has a nice little light tan hairpiece, which if you flip onto the back, you can see his face print, which is him mid-summoning of the electricity and stuff and using the lightning. And the final minifigure in the set is Loki with his classic smirk as his face print, and in that gunmetal gray torso and leg background color. And then he has the little robes that go over it with the green and gold accents all over. He has some tan hands and then his scepter, and then these giant horns which don't fit on this camera screen. But he's got that gold helmet with the giant horns that he has from the movie, and then he also has a green cape on the back, and then a little bit of back printing back there just for carry on and continuity. Then he also has a hairpiece, which if I go ahead and put it on, it is a nice like black hairpiece which fits him very well and is like a very nice flowy type hair, which he certainly has. Then his second face print is when he gets captured and is forced to give up the scepter, and then he has that little like mouth guards, that way he cannot talk, which is a nice little addition, and I really like this minifigure. Moving on to the actual Quinjet build of the set, it is a really nice looking design with this beautiful cockpit up here, which does open. It is a little bit difficult. You're going to have to get your fingers down in there and open it up. You can take your 2 minifigures if you want. I am only going to put 1 in currently, but you can fit 2 up in the cockpit up here. Black Widow fits in there pretty nicely, and looks like I gotta sit her back a little bit, but oh, it's just stuck, never mind. But she does fit up in there pretty nicely, and you can see it's got like all the control panels and stuff in there with the Avengers logo on the front and all this cool side paneling and detailing, which gives it that nice like cockpit feel from the Avengers like Quinjet. And then you've got these 2 kind of like engine things off to the side with this sticker and like other little opening up here. This does open up so you can reveal the inside. On either wing, you have the Avengers logos and then some stickers for some paneling and stuff, and then these cool little slope pieces which help give the Quinjet the wing feel and stuff. And then on either side, you have a green like flashing light over here, and then a red one on that side. But this side does have some stickers, and that side has the same little stickers, just like carried on and stuff. These wing pieces do tilt, and it does look pretty nice when they're tilted down like this. The only downside is that you can't see that little blue inside, which I kind of wish that they would have just done like a gray bit right there, so that way you wouldn't see it. But the wings are tiled off pretty nicely, considering like they don't have a lot of tiles that fit these slanted pieces and stuff. Then down beneath, it's kind of hard to show, but if I go ahead and lift the Quinjet off of the stand, you can see these little pieces right here, which are like what makes the Quinjet fly. They do have some like movability, so you can rotate them however you please to give them the ability to like fly forwards or fly backwards or fly however you want. But then on the back, you also have this little section of the wing to help give the Quinjet some air circulation through here to help it fly. And then on the other side, it is just the exact same stuff, but mirrored and like repeated. On the back, the Quinjet has 2 of these engine thruster type things with some cool techniques to get these pieces into place and get them how they are supposed to be orientated. On either wing, you have the Avengers logo, and then you also have this little like engine down in here with the flaps that go up. It says caution because that would literally like shred you to pieces if you fell in it. And then you've got this cool slant piece, which I just really like. It looks like it would have missiles, but I doubt it would. And on the other side is just the exact same stuff with the little wing pieces, and then the engine fan jets off to the back, which do spin to help give it like that little bit of engine spin type feel. On the back of the Quinjet, you can see the little ramp, which does fold down, so that way you can see inside the back. It is a little cramped in there, but either side does have these little things with just some like utilities, which would probably be grabbed if you were jumping out and ready to go into a fight. Then either side has the wheel things, which do bend down, so that way you can have the wheels pull out for landing, and then the wheels on this side also, which are for landing. Then these do rotate a little bit, but you can move them, and then they will like go into place when it does land. It's not going to sit weirdly. But inside you can see the seats, and there are 6 seats on either side. It's kind of boring inside, but you're not really going to see that, considering that is one of the 2 ways to actually see inside. That way, and then from the top, but I doubt that you're really going to be looking in there, considering like it just looks better closed up and stuff. You can put your minifigures in there to keep them and store them, but that is about it. Either side does have these little gaps when the wheels are down, so that it looks better, like if you want to have it on display, to have the wheels up, just because they don't look that great when they're down, and like because it makes these gaps on either side. But then if we go ahead and move to the front, then you can see tucked right back up in here is a wheel. If I can get it out, you can see the wheel right here, and then on the side you can see all these amazing techniques which allowed the set to be built and have its like uniqueness. and shape that it does. On the bottom side, it is a little bit trashy just because no one's really going to see it, and they needed these techniques to be able to fit it on the stand and stuff, which you can see this little 2x2 hole right here. All you do is just go ahead and slide the ship right onto the stand. I can't get it with one hand, but it does look really nice on the stand, which is held up by all these little Technic pieces and then kind of tiled off the bottom with these slopes and stuff. But the stand makes it look really nice and kind of in this downward slanted flying position, and it just looks genuinely good and a really nice set. For $100, I gotta go with like 10 out of 10 on this thing. I just really liked it. I picked it up the second that I saw that it was coming out, and it's one of my new favorite Marvel sets, and probably one of my all-time favorite sets in general. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great rest of your day.